Okay, this is what? Which color is this? Yellow. I'm dressed in what? Yellow. What does that say about me? Absolutely nothing. That's a story that I just made up. And that is what I want to talk about on this video. I don't want to talk about colors. I'm not an expert in colors. But what I want to discuss is how, as a leader, you can influence the culture. Culture, some people have called it how we do things around here. But I want to give you another definition of culture that a friend of mine shared recently. And he was telling me, Sudesh, have you ever observed that culture is the small stories that people tell in the organization? Stories like when people are having lunch, what are they talking about? Are they talking about how we are going to kill the competitor? Are they talking about the next innovation and how it's going to be exciting and how people will like it? Are they talking about the next team building event? Are they talking about how the processes enable us to go to the market and be absolutely competitive? What kind of stories do people engage in while at work? Are they taking off time to gossip about their bosses during lunchtime and then come back act like everything is okay? Are they talking about every reason why last year wasn't a good year and this year they are looking for ways to live? What is the majority of the stories that people tell in your organization? That is a revelation of what the culture is. And when it comes to culture, there are 4 dimensions of culture that you can have that are predominantly in an organization. Yes, you can have a mixture of the 4 that I'm about to talk about, but you will predominantly have one. The first dimension is what we call the clan type of culture. The clan type of culture is where people like to be as a family. You know, you hear about the clan. You know, the clan has a head, but people are tightly knit together. They collaborate, they have trust, and because of that, people like to come to work because usually in that organization or in that culture, people love to come to work because of the team that they work with or because of the leader that they work with. That is a predominantly cultured, clan-oriented culture. The second dimension is what we call the adhocracy. Adhocracy is where it's all about the next innovation. You know, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, 15. It's all about the next innovation. Now we know that Apple is getting into what sports, you know, the whole Messi thing and what is going on. That is a culture that is predominantly ad hoc. They come up with things. Winning is about creating the next thing. Okay? There are cultures that are like that. So, are you in the clan or are you in the ad hoc? The third dimension is what we call the hierarchy. And for those of you that work for multinational organizations, you would know all about the matrix. You know, I work in this country, but I report to someone at HQ. This is the line of my reporting, and usually everything is standardized. You know, if there's a particular standard on how logos should be placed, that is the standard. You cannot change it. If they're using a PowerPoint presentation, that's it. You do not change it. If before you let someone go, you have to go through the following process, that's what you go through. You know, those are multinationals, you know, the Catholic Church, those are organizations that are highly hierarchical. Now, these are about stability. They want the same thing to be done that is done in the next country. Like you will never find KFC selling ugali or posho. Why? They're all about chicken and fries, you know, and the Coca-Cola products. That's what they're all about. The fourth is what we call the markets. Okay, these guys are all about market share and competition and all these things. All right, and you know they take pride in killing the rest of the guys in the industry. Yeah, you know the Meta organization and how they're buying things left, right, and center. So those are the 4 dimensions of culture. And you do not say, now we're going to be market bound. No. For you to influence the culture, you have to first find out, where do we want to go? Do we want a predominantly clan-based, ad hoc-based, hierarchy-based, and/or market-based culture? And then start influencing the stories, because remember, at the end of the day, culture is about the small stories that happen in the organization that you influence as the leader. Having said that, there is a full program that we do in change management that I want to present you, that has the whole spectrum of how to assess the culture, how to move from where you are to what the desired culture is going to be, and making sure that it's aligned to the strategy and affecting the bottom line. If that is something that you're interested in, click on the button below and we'll be glad to get back to you, I'll show you how everything works, and then we'll get into this relationship, because at the end of the day, culture will eat strategy for breakfast. Adios.